Ang gagawin natin ngayon ay gagawa tayo ng reaction video tungkol sa paggawa ng pelikulang Art of Racing in the Rain, kung saan gumamit sila ng 4 na Golden Retriever. Isa sa mga project na nagawa namin ay ang TV series o teleserye na Sherlock Jr. na pinalabas noong 2018 kasama ang aking aso na si Serena. Hi, this is Dog Coach Francis and welcome back to my channel. Kung bago kayo sa channel na to, ako ay isang dog trainer with over 10 years of experience. Isa sa mga ginagawa natin ay consultant para sa commercials, sa TV, at sa mga pelikula kung saan gumaganap ang mga aso. Isa sa mga project na nagawa namin ay ang TV series o teleserye na Sherlock Jr. na pinalabas noong 2018 kasama ang aking aso na si Serena. Ang gagawin natin ngayon ay gagawa tayo ng reaction video tungkol sa paggawa ng pelikulang Art of Racing in the Rain, kung saan gumamit sila ng 4 na Golden Retriever. Okay, sige, simulan natin.
Behind every great cinematic dog is a trainer who made the dog's performance possible. That's Teresa Ann Miller.
Okay, so tama yung sinabi sa umpisa pala ng video, behind every dog actor na mapapanood nyo sa TV, meron dog trainer yon or dog acting team. At least ganun ang tawag namin sa aming mga sarili. So sa amin, pag nagsushoot kami, nandun ako sa lahat ng oras na nandoon ang aking artistang aso or ang ating artistang aso katulad ni Serena. Lagi kami nakatago. Minsan sumisiksik pa kami doon sa likod ng upuan o kaya naman nasa gilid ng tukador. Importante ay hindi lang kami mahagip ng camera. Pero sigurado ako laging meron dog trainer doon.
The animal coordinator and lead dog trainer for the film The Art of Racing in the Rain, a movie told entirely from one dog's perspective.
I'd later learn it was called a television.
To get dogs ready to give convincing performances takes a special set of skills and a hefty amount of treats.
Okay, so totoo yun, no? Pag gumagawa kami ng movies o kaya meron talagang ginagawang project, kahit na commercial yon, ang daming treats ang ginagamit namin. And I cannot imagine na isang dog trainer pupunta doon tapos papaluin niya yung aso kasi it will not work. We actually want the dog to be motivated at gusto natin nag-e-enjoy sila while taking that scene. Tandaan nyo, yung mga asong yon, hindi talaga sila umaarte. Ang pinapakita nilang ugali ay isang trained behavior o kaya naman ito ay isang totoong reaction ng isang asong maaring nagulat o natatakot.
Miller got her start working with her father, animal trainer Carl Lewis Miller, who was known for his work on everything from the 1960s TV series The Beverly Hillbillies to the 1983 horror movie Cujo. She trained dogs in White God and A Dog's Way Home, and she's worked with other animals like cats on Cat's Eye and pigs on Babe. For The Art of Racing in the Rain, 4 dogs played the main character. Parker and Butler were the main stars here. Parker plays young Enzo, and Butler plays him in old age. As a newborn puppy, Enzo is played by Rupert. A 4th dog named Orbit stepped in for a couple of shots that involve spinning, frantic barking, and snarling.
Okay, so 4 na aso ang ginamit nila para magawa tong pelikula na to. Which is kung napanood nyo to, again, napakagandang pelikula nito, pero kung tutuunan nyo ng pansin yung aso, mapapansin nyo ay ibang aso ang ginamit, particular sa isang scene na to at iba sa ganito. Kadalasan, kinakailangan na iba-ibang aso ang kailangan gamitin kasi nga meron mga behaviors na hindi or maaaring hindi natural para sa isang aso. Katulad ni Serena, nung nagsushoot kami, pinapatahol siya. Kaya niya yon. Kaya niya karamihan gawin yung mga tricks. Pero yung mga kagat, yung mga lumalabas yung ngipin o yung umaangil, hindi yung kasama sa kanyang skill set, kaya minsan dinadaya yon or gumagamit tayo ng special effects o kaya naman sound effect.
The most difficult thing for an animal to do is nothing in a scene because they're looking for a reason why they're there, what they should be doing.
And there's a difference between
Totoo yung sinabi niya, no? Kasi pag nandun ka sa set, ang daming camera, ang daming ilaw. Tapos, doon sa mga nandoon, yung camera crew nandoon, umahawak sa camera, yung assistant director, nandoon yung mga PA, syempre yung mga artista, ang daming nangyayari sa isang scene. Tapos yung aso, lagi niyang tinitingnan ano yung nangyayari. Kaya minsan, nung nagsushoot kami, sabi ko, Direk, wala po munang gagalaw. O kaya, sasabihin ko dun sa crew mismo, magsushoot tayo, wala munang gagalaw. Kasi minsan, pag meron lang dumaan dun sa scene, kahit na nakatingin at nakafocus na yung aso, titingin siya kaagad dun sa dumadaan, tapos sasabihin niya, ano yun? Diba? Siyempre, kailangan mong ulitin na naman yung scene, which is nakakapagod para sa lahat, at yung setup, uulitin na naman. Siyempre, sayang din yung oras, at yung aso napapagod din. Kaya, yun ang mahirap, yung magpo-focus yung aso na hindi niya papansinin yung nangyayari sa paligid.
difference between training older and younger dogs.
Puppies are sponges. I mean, they pick up stuff really quick, kind of like kids. But with a more adult dog, they pick up more in the repetition and they have the capacity to handle a little bit more complicated scenes.
Yes, totoo yun. Kaya nga importante natuturuan natin yung mga aso habang bata kasi sabi nga dun sa video, sinabi ng ating dog trainer sa video na dogs are like sponges. Lahat tatanggapin nila yon. And syempre, lalabas yung natural na ugali ng isang tuta na maaaring malikot, maaaring mabilis ma-distract. Pero kung na-train mo na ang isang aso paulit-ulit sa isang particular scene nito, lalabas na napaka-natural na lang nito at chances are hindi sila kaagad madi-distract.
For this movie, Miller had 8 weeks before shooting started to get the dogs ready, a shorter period of time than normal. Training starts out with basic commands. They would build up to more complicated moves, like a scene in which actor Milo Ventimiglia lifts up an older Enzo. They also had to train the dogs for the many scenes in which Enzo picks objects up with his mouth, such as a remote and a pile of papers.
Okay, so babalik ko lang muna doon sa video kung saan meron nagpa-practice tong dog trainer natin. Meron siyang hawak-hawak kanina na parang yung kulay green na meron parang bola, parang meron hawakan tapos yung kulay green na parang maliit na tennis ball sa dulo. Ang tawag dyan is target stick. Usually ginagawa natin yan kung gusto natin patinginin yung isang aso. So nilulure natin, pag nasanay siyang tumingin doon sa bola o doon sa target stick, yun ang titignan niya para mapalingon mo yung isang aso. Kunwari yung scene, kailangan tumingin ng aso doon sa left, titingin siya doon sa left niya or sa right. Okay? O kung saan mo man gustong patinginin yung aso. Kailangan meron silang susundan na bagay. Kasi hindi naman pwede nating explain na, Serena, dito ka lang tumingin ha. Hindi. Yung dog trainer dapat ang mag-guide dun sa isang aso kung saan titingin. At ginagawa natin yon sa pamamagitan ng target stick.
This movie, Miller had 8 weeks before shooting started to get the dogs ready.
Tapos yung 8 weeks na sinasabi, napakaikli niyan, no? Usually we want the training preparation longer. Pero sa palagay ko ang nangyari dito, si Enzo kasi marunong na siya prior na makuha siya para doon sa role na ito. Just like with Serena, when we're given probably 2 weeks lang para mag-prepare, minsan 1 week, chine-check namin yung storyboard kung kaya ng aso o hindi. At kung sa palagay namin ay nagawa na namin yon o kaya mas madali ito, tinatanggap namin. Pero meron mga ibang complicated na scenes na kailangan ng mas mahabang period. At hindi pwedeng kukuha ka lang ng kahit sino-sinong aso tapos gusto mong maging artista yung aso. Ito yung aso ko, gusto ko siya maging artista. Hindi, kasi kailangan niyang pagdaanan yung mahabang proseso ng training. Kailangan niyang matuto ng basic, ng mga advanced behaviors. Kailangan niyang matuto ng mga tricks. Kailangan niyang masanay humarap sa camera and sa lights and in a really high distraction environment.
A shorter period of time than normal. Training starts out with basic commands. They would build up to more complicated moves, like a scene in which actor Milo Ventimiglia lifts up an older Enzo. They also had to train the dogs for the many scenes in which Enzo picks objects up with his mouth, such as a remote and a pile of papers.
Okay, yung pagpipick up ng remote at saka pile ng paper, kailangan i-practice mo talaga to. Hindi pwedeng, ito na lang basta-basta hawakan mo. Though, hindi naman sa pagyayabang, pero kaya ni Serena yon kasi na-practice na namin na buhatin niya yung kahit na anong iabot ko sa kanya. Pero for some dogs, kailangan talaga specific na, itong remote na to ito yung bubuhatin mo. O kaya naman itong paper na to, ito yung bubuhatin mo. Kasi para sa isang aso, pag hindi niya na-recognize kung ano yon, hindi niya bubuhatin yon. Ayaw niya. At hindi natin pwedeng pilitin yung aso kasi pag nag-shutdown siya at natakot siya, pack up na kayo. Hindi na-aarte yung aso mo.
For this, Miller would have the dogs pick up an object and drop it off into a target, in this case, a box. It helped the dogs learn this trick much quicker than just grabbing an object, as it gave them a place to go with it.
Okay, napansin nyo meron target na parang kulay green na nandun na bilog. So isa yan sa mga techniques na ginagamit natin. Targeting ang tawag natin dyan or yung place command. Minsan mahirap din dito kasi dapat yung dog trainer or yung dog handler dapat tahimik lang. Kung hindi, mapipick up yan ng microphone at maririnig at kailangan ulitin o kaya naman baka sumapaw doon sa linya ng actors natin. So minsan, tinatanong ko din doon sa director, Direk, pwede ba akong gumamit ng boses dito? Kung pwede akong gumamit ng boses, mas madali. Pero kung meron dialogue, yung mga main characters, dapat tahimik lang ako. So, isa sa mga ginagawa namin at pinag-aralan namin ni Serena ay visual cue. Yung mga silent, visual signals ang ginagawa rin natin. So, doon pa lang makikita mo kung gaano kahirap at kailangan matalino talaga yung aso.
For the scene in which Enzo tears up papers, they first trained for the trick with a small towel and treated it like a game of tug-of-war. Treating training like it's playtime helps keep the dogs both active and engaged. And it helps for dogs to have scenes where they have something to do, like the scene where Enzo unwraps a gift and gets a squeaky toy as a reward.
Yan, ginawa din natin to dati, no? Siguro sa susunod na video, i-review natin yung ilang scenes sa i-review natin yung ilang scenes dun sa Sherlock Jr. na ginawa namin. Pero tama, pag meron sisirain yung isang aso, hindi naman sila basta-basta maninira eh. Kailangan meron silang hinahanap, meron silang gusto para ma-encourage mo sila na sirain mo. And even then, yung pagsira na yun, kailangan ituro mo yun. Unti-unti.
On and off set, she used conditioned response training, a way of getting an animal to do a particular action and then signaling when that action is done correctly. A few different items were necessary for this. First off, there was a clicker. Clickers are used for training a lot of animals for movies and TV shows. While clickers are generally used just on puppies, Miller found it helped get the grown dogs ready quicker while helping to maintain their attention. The click lets the dog know that they're doing something correctly.
Okay, gumamit siya ng double click, no? Pero usually, pag ako naman yung gumagawa, gusto ko isang click lang. Pero tama yun, yung clicker ginagamit natin yan for fine-tuning para mas mabilis natin maituro yung gusto natin ituro dun sa aso kasi it's a direct feedback kung tama yung ginagawa ng aso.
Miller used it when training for the paper tearing scene. Miller would let him tear up the paper and then click after just a few seconds.
Shred it. Good start.
Since he knew that meant to stop. Then, she would have him repeat the same action, but wait even longer to click.
Shred it. Good, shred it. See
Yun. Click.
Good. Get up, boy.
Yan.
Good.
Okay, so yung ginawa niya na nag-click-click siya nung saktong sinira talaga at saka shinake. Ako siguro mas gusto ko mas maagang click tapos mas matagal eventually. Pero again, hindi natin alam kung gaano na nila katagal ginagawa to kaya mas matagal at we need holding click. Pero every time na meron gagawin yung isang aso na tama, we actually want to click and reward para yun ang matatandaan nila. Ay, okay, tapos na. Nagawa ko na kung ano yung kailangan at makukuha ko na yung reward. So imagine nyo na lang, yun aso, parang naglalaro sila palagi ng Pinoy henyo. Lagi nilang iniisip, ano ba yung gagawin ko? Ito ba yung gagawin ko o hindi? Ito ba yung gagawin ko o hindi?
This can help condition dogs for longer scenes. Another challenge on set is getting the dogs to focus and look in the right direction. Miller used what she called a feed stick, which
Feed
has a
stick ang
bright
tawag
green ball
niya.
on it that makes it easier for the dog to identify a target. And of course, there's usually a treat attached to it.
And what this allows us to do is to be able to get his look, stay.
Okay, feed stick ang tawag niya pero gumagawa din tayo ng ganyan. Ang kaibahan lang is yung target ball or yung stick niya, nilagyan niya lang ng extra na treat. Pero minsan, pag wala kaming ganito na target stick, ang ginagawa ko, kamay lang. So, minumove ko lang. O kaya naman, dalawa kaming handler. Kasama yung assistant ko na siya naman yung tatawag. O kaya naman, minsan gumagamit kami ng squeaky toy. So, gagamit kami ng squeaky toy. Squeak, dito ka titingin. Tapos squeak, dito ka titingin.
Able to get his look, stay, from this position all the way over to this position. Good. Without us having to move our physical position, because a lot of times we have problems with lights and shadows and movement on the floor surface or what have you.
Kung mapapanood nyo lang din ako pag nagtatrabaho kami ni Serena or kahit na yung mga ibang naging dog actors ko, ganito yung tsura ko. Nandun ako sa gilid, ang laki-laki ko, tapos sisiksik mo yung sarili mo dun sa sulok. At importante, hindi ka mahagip ng camera. Minsan kasi pag nahagip ka ng camera, uulitin nyo ulit yun.
And so that's the benefit of having the feed stick, is giving him a point to focus on. Then I can get a look to one actor,
Yan. Targeting.
then back to another actor, or even up high, and have him speak. Good.
Good boy.
They had up to 4 trainers on set at one time. Some scenes required Enzo to do more than one action, so multiple trainers were needed to guide the dog. Most scenes required 3 trainers. Others required all 4 at once. Plus,
Okay, so in my experience, ako lang yung dog trainer na nandoon. Pero yung sinasabi niyo ditong trainers, kasi ako, meron ako mga handlers, meron ako mga assistant, which you would say na parang trainer na din. And kailangan marunong din sila paano magbigay ng command. And dapat yung aso nagtitiwala din sa kanila. And then not to mention, dapat yung mga actors dito, I mean the human actors, kailangan meron din silang bond with the dog. At mas maganda kung talagang magbabond sila at komportable yung aso. So in turn, yung aso susunod din sa kanila naturally just because they are already bonded.
a representative from the Animal Protection Agency was on set every day to ensure the dog's safety. The set was also altered for the safety and comfort of the dogs.
Okay, so eto, by rules, kailangan dito sa Pilipinas meron din safety officer sa mga shoot and supervised din ng isang vet. Ideally, ha? Pero I'll give you a little secret, minsan hindi nasusunod. Okay? Pero ideally, kailangan mo din kumuha ng permit sa Bureau of Animal Industry pag magkakaroon ng ganitong mga activities. Tapos, syempre yung safety ng aso napakahalaga. And sa experience ko naman sa paggawa namin ng mga pelikula, hindi naman kaming pinapabayaan. Meron lang mga ilang pasaway pero ibang kwentuhan na yon siguro.
In the scene where Enzo rides in the race car, the car actually never went faster than 20 miles per hour. They used giant fans and shot in slow motion to create the effect of speed. Meanwhile, windows on the sets were lowered, so the dogs could see out of them easier. Many scenes were shot to make it seem like we were seeing the world from a dog's point of view. Few things are more
Yon, yung mga shot na nakikita nyo parang point of view ng aso, minsan gumagamit sila ng mga gimbal doon or mga Osmo para ipakita na ito yung field of view ng isang aso. So minsan dinadaya yon para hindi pa ulit-ulit yung aso doon sa scene na yon. Kasi pag gumagawa tayo ng pelikula, ang daming beses niyan, paulit-ulit. Kaya mahirap mag-artista kung tutuusin. Ano? So kailangan din talaga ng pasensya kasi ang haba ng wait time eh. Again, pwede natin pag-usapan yan sa mga susunod na video.
More important for your canine actor than how they act alongside their human companions. Early on, they get the dogs comfortable with walking around without a leash on. And of course, the actors need to build a strong bond with the dogs they do scenes with. This eventually helps the dogs focus on who they're acting with, rather than on the trainer, during a given scene.
Correct.
Oh, and treats help with that too. Have we mentioned treats yet? And speaking of food...
Alright, treats. So minsan yung mga actors natin, yung human actors natin, papansin nyo, panoorin nyo to, kaya manood kayo ng mga ibang pelikula na meron aso, pansinin nyo yung kamay ng mga actors nila. Minsan nakasarado, diba? Which is hindi naman normal na lagi nakasarado yung mga kamay nila. Pero minsan nakasarado yan kasi meron silang tinatagong treats. O kaya naman, eto sa atin lang ha, pinapaipit ko yung treats dito sa daliri nila, parang magic trick, nakaipit na ganyan para at least naka-open pa rin yung palm nila, hindi naman obvious na nakasarado at meron silang hawak-hawak, pero ganon. O kaya naman yung mga bulsa, nalagyan natin ng mga treats yan na nakatago para lumapit yung aso sa kanila. Diba? Mahirap, promise.
Miller advises actors not to have food on them or even on their hands, or else you'll have a distracted dog sniffing and licking your hands.
Okay, so dito sabi niya, si Miller sabi niya ayaw niya may hawak, no? Pero meron kasi mga ibang scenes talaga na kailangan yung aso papakita niya super excited. So gagamit tayo ng treats. Meron din naman mga ibang bagay na kunwari, hindi dapat kalmado lang yung aso. Yun, hindi ka talaga gamit ng treats doon, ha? Kasi madidistract nga naman talaga. So kailangan chill lang din. Pero yung bond kasi minsan matagal makuha yon para sa isang aso. And well, nakakatulong talaga kung yung actor or yung human actor ay mahilig dun sa aso.
Dogs, overall, are uniquely fit to be on the silver screen.
You've got a huge advantage with the dog because he does want to do something for you. He wants to be good. He wants to be a part of your life, and he wants to participate in your daily activity. Whereas a pig would rather be rolling in the mud, and a chicken would rather be pecking in the field, and every other animal has their purpose and their desire, but it's based more on nature and what they were bred and developed and created to do. Where the dog is really the only animal that has that desire to be a companion with humans. You can do so much with just praise and encouragement with a dog that a pig wouldn't really care for.
You like that, huh?
Okay, so meron lang mga scenes dito na eto, pansinin nyo, dun sa scene na to, yun isang extra, binabantayan niya talaga na nakaabang siya dun sa tali ng aso. So, importante kasi yon na they stay in the frame and stay in the scene. So, minsan ginagawa ko din yan na umaarte ako as part of the scene, nakatago ako para siguraduhin ko lang na yung dog ko ay susunod dun sa scene at hindi siya ma-out of frame. Kasi every time na magkakamali yung aso or meron magkakamali sa crew, uulit na naman yon. So, mas napapagod yung aso, napapagod lahat ng tao.
Pig wouldn't really care for.
You like that, huh?
Like it. I loved it.
Both needing homes, unwanted animals, and now they've got an amazing career and future and resume. Absolutely. And one's sleeping. Parker. Good boy, Butler.
Nakatuwa. Alright. So that's it for our video. Sana meron kayong natutunan. At kung meron kayong tanong tungkol sa mga aso, sa mga pelikula, commercial, mag-comment lang kayo. Baka meron kayong gustong ipa-review sa akin, paano kaya nila ginawa yon. Tutulungan ko kayong i-explain kung paano ba ginagawa ng mga artistang aso at mga dog trainers ang isang scene sa isang pelikula, commercial, or TV show. Alright, so that's it. Please subscribe and don't forget to click on the notification icon. Huwag niyong kalimutan din na i-share ang aming video para mas marami pang makapanood. Till next time, this is Dog Coach Francis. Keep safe, keep healthy, and don't forget to pet your dog. I'll see you on the next one.